Sir.
I appreciate your documentary, I'll say, for lack of better words. I work at a seasonal place up here. I'm classified as a Class C seasonal, which through the Obamacare administration, I can only work 1,000 hours. I'm able to work every week, all year long. But because of that, I'm penalized from the government, again, that's holding me down like a thumb, and I cannot go forward. I'm 66. I'm able to work earn all the amount of money that I can, or I want to, but because of that, I cannot do that. Thank you.
Well, it sounds like Obamacare is working well, right? I mean, it's a disaster. It's just one of the reasons why it's a disaster. It is a job killer. On top of everything else, it is a law that discourages people from hiring people, and it actually penalizes people for working. So first of all, let me say this. Everybody running for president on the Republican side is against Obamacare. I believe them when they say that. I really do. I am the only one running for president on the Republican side that's ever scored a significant victory against Obamacare. Not just a speech, a real victory. Because last year, did you know there was a bailout fund in Obamacare? There was a bailout fund. It said to the insurance companies, if you lose money on the exchanges, the American taxpayer will bail you out. You know how much that would have been last year? $2.5 billion. So we were able to defund the bailout fund last year. We were able to do it again this year, basically saving the American taxpayer $2 to $2.5 billion every year of money that was going to bail out the insurance companies for failing to make money on the exchanges, which we knew it would. Obamacare is a failure. It's made things worse. It's interesting. The other night at the Democratic debate, I didn't know if it was Saturday Night Live or the real debate. It was kind of tough to tell, but anyway, the Hillary Clinton said that the fact that some people have lost their insurance that once had it is a glitch. It might be a glitch for her, but for millions of Americans who had insurance they were happy with, it is not a glitch. It is a disaster. So we're going to repeal that. When I'm president, we are going to repeal Obamacare, and we're going to have the votes to do it in the House and Senate. We will repeal it, and we will replace it. We're not going to just go back to the old system. Here's what we're going to replace it with: a law that puts you in charge of your health care spending. A law that says that every American either gets a refundable tax credit, so if you're working, or your employer can give you your health care money, tax-free. You don't pay taxes on that money like regular income, and you can use it to pay for health care any way you want. So a younger, healthier worker will say, I'm going to fully fund a health savings account because I never go to the doctor. I go once or twice a year when I get the flu or I get whatever, and they can pay out of pocket with a health savings account. And then they use the rest of the money to buy a catastrophic hospitalization should something really bad happen. Very affordable. Other people will say, I'm going to buy a full-service health care plan. And you're going to be able to buy it from any company in any state in America. So if there's a plan in California that you like that's affordable and covers what you want, you'll be able to buy that one instead of just being restricted to only in your state. And you know what that's going to lead to? A competitive private insurance market where they are now fighting for your business. Now, it's not a perfect example, but if you turn on the television, literally every other ad is for State Farm, Prudential, Liberty Mutual, Allstate, The General, Progressive, Geico. Why are all these companies fighting for your auto insurance business? Number one, because you control your auto insurance money, not your employer and not the government. They are fighting for you to hire them to sell you auto insurance. And how do they fight with each other? What do they promise? Here's what they promise. We cover more things at a cheaper price than the other guys do. Imagine if we had that in health insurance. If we had hundreds of companies fighting for your business, promising we cover more doctors, more hospitals, and more services, and at a lower price than the other company. That's what we need to see back in health insurance in America, so people aren't penalized for working, so people aren't discouraged from adding more hours to their work week. We want to be a country that's productive, and we shouldn't have any laws in this country, whether it's our safety net programs or our health care law, that discourage people from working and discourage companies from hiring people, and we will fix that when I'm president.